What up, webs? It's back to school week! So I haven't exactly been to school in a very long time. I actually have, it's been 8 years since I've been in a school or a college class or along those lines where I was getting ready for cheerleading. But hey, why not? So this week, I decided I was going to tell one of my 5 favorite things from each school that I loved, from high school and college, because if we go through elementary and stuff, that's just going to be too long. So let's start off with high school. My first thing I love from back to school every year, just looking at the lineup for what shows to try out for and audition for, because I was a huge musical theater nerd, and it kind of still am to this day, for the sole purpose of I like musicals and I like to sing, and my family hates me that I sing all the time, but I don't give a flying fuck. I had a thing for Bob Fosse and his dance work, and, it is what it is. Second thing that I had always looked forward to was getting back my cheer uniform and getting routines done and practices and bonding with the girls, and it was really an experience. I did it from 6th grade up until senior year of high school. The only reason why I didn't do college, because I wasn't as trained and as greater as the other girls. But it was an experience I will never ever forget, and I loved it, and it was just so cool. I have memories from cheerleading that are amazing, and the bonding of it all is great. 3, if we're going to Southside, was red versus blue. It's the color war that our school gets every year. A shit ton of girls, 4 guys, 4 or 5 guys on each team. It's probably the most racist thing. It's genderist? Is genderist a thing? I don't know. Gender bias? I don't know. But we usually just had the men for labor. That's it. Which was really kind of bad, but it's what we did. And I only got to go to Southside for 2 years, but I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed being involved in that part of the situation. 4th was the annual Spirit Week at Southside, and just doing the talent show and all that, and showing our skills, as it were, and it really was a thing that I loved the most, and it was just so much fun to do and be a part of, and I like the school spirit. And the irony of this is, I was not a girly girl of that situation of that school, but I enjoyed all school spirit, and the only time you ever saw me in a dress was, or showed my legs, was in a cheer uniform. And I went to my 10-year high school reunion, and everyone looked at me going, "You got boobs." And I went, well, I had them prior, but, And the last was prom. That goes for both schools. I've gone to 4 proms out of my life. Technically 5 if you count patent pending prom. That's after college and high school. But I think patent pending prom was probably the best prom I've ever been to. And you'll see why. There's a picture of me, Jenna, and Alex as to why it was great. And you'll see that picture here. Okay, I put in 2 because me and Jenna look really good in our dresses, but I can't deny that. Nope. Let me explain the prom thing. I went to 2 different high schools, and I was kind of like a social butterfly among a lot of people, and there were some guys that needed dates, and so they invited me, and I said I'll go, because I like the idea of hanging out with everybody, having a good time, and dancing, and I really do like that. I think it's to get dressed up and pretty and makeup, and there are pictures of me in 4 different prom dresses for 4 different years, and it was amazing. I think it was like the best experience any girl could really have. Who wants to say no to going to prom? Not this chick. So the 5 things I loved about college. Picking out my classes. As stupid as it sounds, I enjoyed the shit out of picking out my schedule. I think it was like the liberation of my own choice, of my own adulthood, as it were, Now come to realize that I've never been an adult. I was just pretending. I was acting like a good girl, and I'm still acting to this day. But seriously, I enjoyed picking out my classes and, you know, just learning more about something I wanted to learn about, and now realizing that college was a great decision for me. Did I graduate? No, but it was where I met the most important people of my life, and I will cherish those moments forever. Second thing was the insurmountable amount of stories there are of me falling at Nassau. There are so many stories that I don't even know how I survived my early 20s. I have no idea how I survived it up until this point. And in 2 weeks, I will be 31. So I have no idea how I managed to stay alive this long, because I have sprained my ankle numerous times at that school. I have torn 2 tendons in that school. I split my chin open at that school. I can't tell you the level of my mother frequently visiting the nurse's office, and the nurses eventually would, like, go away. We don't know. You give us too much business, and there's nothing I could do about it. I'm just accident prone. A third? I think I'm the third. I don't know. I'm not keeping track because it's me. But I think it's the third. The third was dorm life at Dowling. I enjoyed that. You know, going to class and coming home and getting on the bus if I had to be on another campus. I really liked being in the dorm, although my roommates were assholes with the exception of one. I think I was really hard to deal with too, but that's neither here nor there. However, I enjoyed the dorms a lot because I experienced my first party, and I've never been to a party up until college, so that was really cool. I got to really learn the ins and outs of being social with people, because I'm not good at talking and I'm awkward. I'm like an awkward little duck. Whack. The fourth thing I loved from college was cheerleading tryouts. That was great. I met Kira there. We're no longer friends due to stupidity, but you know, I cherish that because there was someone else who was she opened me more to bands than I ever were before. She was the catalyst to my love of music. I find it ironic enough is the fact that this girl got me into bands, and she doesn't look like the typical girl that'd be into bands. She's a very preppy girl, pretty, seriously from the North Shore type girl, and yet she got me into hardcore, into Fall Out Boy and a bunch of other different bands, and I respected her for that. So that's definitely something that came out of that friendship that I no longer have. Because now I'm enthralled myself into the band life. I work for Craving Strange. I mean, I can't get any better than that. And the last thing of what I loved about college was how much I broke out of my shell. I think I'd stayed everybody's bitch for a long time, and I think part of me will always be that way, but it helped me break out of my shell, helped me be this person that I don't give a shit what people say about me. If you're gonna laugh at me, you're gonna laugh at me. I don't care. I like who I am. I know I'm awkward. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm a needy bitch. I don't care. See this? This face? Don't give a shit. I'm perfectly content with who I am. And your words are not going to hurt me. So in the compasses of that, it became of who I am and why I am. And it's why me and the Interweb girls get along so well. God bless Kara and Justine for always having my goddamn back. By the way, Justine, I hate that you're back in Mexico and we miss you. Okay, that's all for the Interweb girls today. This week's all about school, so I hope you enjoy what's going back to school and stuff. If you are going back to school, there is a sale at For Human Peoples. I'm gonna do this right now. It's Phil DeFranco's shopping website for merch. There are backpacks, leggings, and lunch bags. So if you want to make your back to school gear just a little bit cooler, I would suggest going there, and it's $40 for the backpacks, and the lunch bags are $20, and the leggings are $40 as well. I only say this because I bought them. The leggings, I mean. It was my birthday gift to myself. Also, our contest is going on, so send your emails and audition tapes to the interwebgirl Gmail. So it's the interwebgirls@gmail.com. I'll put the link here and the annotation here, and there'll be a link in the description below. All right. Thank you guys so much. Not link. I mean the email address. That's what I meant. All right. I love you guys to death. And subscribe to me and the other webbies, our channels, and our solo channel. Alright, bye. Peace.